Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll look at how to pronounce emoji. So the most common error I hear for the word emoji is that when people see the letter E, they think they need to say an E sound or an eh sound. And in this word, because the mo syllable is stressed, the letter E is actually going to sound like It's going to be a short, reduced vowel schwa. So a good way to be able to practice to get that vowel sounding correct is actually to start the word on the stress syllable, mo. That would sound like saying moji, emoji. It's really the same as if we were to say, if there was something called emoji and we were using, for example, the moji or a moji to talk about it. The reason I also like to write it with the letters UH is that sometimes people see the word letter A, and they say A. And in this case, or in any case, you want to use the sound when you're using the word as well. But for the rhythm, it's great to think of emoji, the moji, emoji. Then letter O in American English, and in this word emoji, is a diphthong. We're gliding and holding that O for a long time. Some languages just have one sound for O, and that would look like this. And it sounds like O with no change in the shape of the mouth. In English, O, we close the jaw and relax the lips as we finish that sound O. So just hold your O longer and you'll naturally be able to close and have that correct O sound. Then lastly, in the last syllable, we have the j sound, which we do often spell with letter J. It's not as common in the middle of a word like in emoji, and letter I says the E sound. So this is just like in the word Jeep or jeer with a bright E sound and a pushed out j sound. Again, you can practice one syllable at a time, going slowly to make sure you're getting all the sounds correctly, and then put it together and speed up. That would sound like emoji, emoji, emoji. Once you can say emoji by itself, do try practicing it in some short phrases just so it comes smoothly, easily, and naturally to you in your everyday speech. That might sound like, he uses a lot of emoji in his texts. I need to search for the emoji I'm looking for. I didn't realize they have a new emoji this week. Okay, thank you for this request. If you have a request you'd like to see me cover in the Word of the Day series, feel free to leave that in the comments for this video or any of my videos. I'll add it to my list to cover in a future class. Thanks so much for those of you who've been liking, sharing, and commenting on the videos. That does help support speech modification. And a special shout out to our subscribers and channel members. I really appreciate your support. I'll be back again tomorrow with another Word of the Day class, as well as on Saturday, we'll have our live question and answer class. You can attend, put your questions in the chat, and I'll answer them for you live. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye, everyone. Hope to see you again soon.